Thank you. 2 minutes ago, we received this email in our newsroom from the Circuit Attorney, City of St. Louis. St. Louis Circuit Judge finds Jason Stockley not guilty of killing Anthony Lamar Smith. We've been following this all morning long and anticipating this ruling. We're going to go live downtown right now to Fox 2's Rocky Madden. Rocky?
Yeah, and I do not have the exact ruling. I have a press release from the Circuit Attorney's Office and her saying that the finding was not guilty by 22nd Judicial Circuit Judge Timothy Wilson regarding the murder charges against St. Louis Metropolitan Police Officer James Stockley. And we know, of course, that he was accused of murdering Anthony Lamar Smith. This is a quote from the Circuit Attorney. At this point, she says, "I am disappointed with the court's finding. I know there are better ways we can do this if we join together to make the system work for all of us." That's what she's saying at this point. Why did the judge decide this? I'm going to have to look over her press release. I'm waiting for the ruling. Obviously, with the judge's words, once we read those, we'll have a firmer handle on all this. And she goes on to talk about the things we can do in the community, but obviously she's an elected official and she wants to have her say, and also she was the chief prosecutor in this case. She's the one who did not bring the charges, but she carried it through. So then it goes into some background. So I'll tell you what, guys, if we get the ruling exactly, I'll be able to comb through that and maybe get some reasoning by the judge. He can explain in his ruling why he found him not guilty. But not guilty is the verdict. The downtown area is prepared for any potential problems. We do expect some sort of feedback by protesters. Now, I talked to two activists yesterday, a clergy member as well as a representative, a state representative, who says they do expect a reaction. They expected a reaction one way or another, even if he had been found guilty of first-degree murder. They were going to have a reaction. They were indicating that with a national stage like this, that this issue has been put on, and the issue of police officers killing African Americans, that they were not going to pass this time up. And then I asked them, would this be a one-day event? And the indication I got from the state representative that it would be very disappointing if this were a one-day event, that this could go on for several days, if anything goes on at all. Everybody has been asking for peace, preaching to have a peaceful reaction to this. And the state representative told me, he says, well, you can have peace, but you don't have to be disciplined about it, and they will make their protest known. He was telling me when and where, we don't know. We understand that the man who was shot in this case, his family is downtown right now, and we're waiting to hear from them as well as the circuit attorney. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Rocky Madden, Fox 2 News.
All right.